Yeah, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last time. Yeah, last time that video of Christopher Bell's second win came in late, but I'm gonna make sure that this one gets posted on time. Anyways, greetings NASCAR enjoyers and welcome to the first Phoenix race of the year, which will most likely be uneventful. Yeah, that's the first Cup Series Phoenix race of the year, because there's only two. Our race begins with Willie B and Giggles Logano fighting for the lead, and Carson Hocevar is inferred. I really hope he doesn't win. And the caution is thrown when Katherine Legge spins out and isn't anywhere near the other cars. A few drivers decide to pit in. The caution ends with Willie B leading and Joey Logano trying to take the lead away from him, which he does. Another driver spins out, and this time it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and has also happened to get loose. Ryan Preece is the first amongst many drivers to equip his car with the softer option tire. The caution ends and we get some four-wide action, and Joey starts leading again. What a big surprise. The NASCAR officials also start reviewing the restart, and Giggles Logano has to drive to pit road to take the penalty. Let that be a lesson to you, Jody. Let that be a lesson to you, Joey. Cheaters never prosper. Willie B is now in the lead. Then Ryan Preece starts jumping up ahead, as he has the much grippier option tires. If RFK can make Chris Buescher into a winning driver, then they could do the same with Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece is now in fourth and jumps up to third with 15 to go on the first stage. And by no shock at all, William Byron wins a rather dismal first stage. Several drivers pit in to get option tires. The second stage begins with, yep, you guessed it, William Byron leading. Christopher Bell is now in second, while another Toyota driver, Tyler Reddick, starts moving up. And then all of a sudden, Cindric is in second and then passes Willie B for the lead. Amazing that he could do that, even though, well, he's not that great of a driver. And the caution comes out, with Michael McDowell blowing a tire. Under caution, Willie B and Christopher Bell stop for fresh tires. McDowell then stops in to get his tires changed and to have his pit crew repair his car. The caution ends with Christopher Bell taking the lead, and then another caution comes out, and two Spire drivers get involved along with Riley Herbst. Joey decides to equip his car with the option tires after he and several other drivers decide to pit in. The caution ends with Christopher Bell leading yet again. Because he got the option tires, Giggles Logano starts moving up for the field. Tyler also starts battling Larson for fifth. And then Joey jumps up to fifth. Yeah, laugh it up while you can, Giggles. Meanwhile, Hamlin and Chastain start trading raps, and Ross battles Ryan Blaney for 11th. Holy soft tires, Batman! Joey is now in second. Hamlin and Blaney start battling for 9th. And then guess what happens next? Joey starts leading again. Wait, what? Oh, can't believe that. Like, what? Also, I forgot to mention Chase Briscoe also got involved in the lap 99 wreck. With 30 to go on the second stage, Michael McDowell blows a tire and has to go over to pit road. Or he could have blown a transmission or engine. Who knows? No caution is thrown as he actually makes it with 20 to go on stage 2. Christopher Bell starts catching up. Hamlin passes Daniel Suarez for 7th. Yes! Christopher Bell finally gets past Joey Logano. Yay! About time. Denny Bell Cindric for 6th and then passes him. Christopher Bell wins the second stage. Our next race off of pit road begins. Joey wins the race off of pit road. Come on. The third and final stage begins with Christopher Bell falling behind Tyler Reddick, who just so happens to be battling Giggles Logano for the lead. Almost everyone now has the option tire equipped. You get an option tire, you get an option tire, you get an option tire, everyone gets an option tire. Meanwhile, we have another Chastain versus Larson battle, and shockingly, Ross ends up winning the battle for 8th. Katherine Legge, sadly gets involved in the next caution of the day, with Josh Berry being too close for comfort and with Daniel Suarez bumping into her and, her being DNF'd because of it. Even though her car survived, they still had to take it to pit road. This is sad for the female driver, but hey, she ran more laps than Danica Patrick and Hailie Deegan combined. Several drivers stop to switch tires, and Christopher Bell wins the race off pit road. The caution ends with Christopher Bell leading. We have Ryan Preece jumping up to 3rd as he switched to the option tires, and then he's in 2nd, and before you know it, Preece is in 1st. Now this is surreal. But it still goes to show that he deserves the RFK seat. A couple of drivers are having steering issues, and those are Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney. Ryan Preece continues to lead and doesn't even use the brakes that much. Man, those option tires sure are grippy. Denny Hamlin has had enough of Giggles Logano and does a bump and run on him to get it to 7th. Chase Elliott and Austin Cindric battle for 17th. We get our next set of green flag pit stops and another driver, and another caution gets thrown. But it's for debris and Bubba Wallace ends up damaging his car as his brakes blew up. Really, come on. Another brake issue. Man, you gotta fix the brakes on these next-gen cars technique. William Byron is now in 20th and no longer in contention to win the race. Other drivers start pitting in to get their main tires back on their cars. Christopher Bell wins the race off pit road yet again. Tyler Reddick also gets a penalty thrown at him for Xing off pit road too fast. The caution ends with Denny and Christopher running 1-2. Preece fell back to 20th, and he lost any and all chances of winning the race, while Hamlin and Bell run 1-2. Bushi jumps up to 6th and even passes Alex Bowman. A caution gets thrown. A caution comes out with Ryan Blaney blowing an engine. A few drivers pit in and the option tires gets installed on Ross's car. The caution ends with Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin battling for the lead, while Hamlin holds off Larson. Larson did get loose and Josh Berry started tailing him. Another caution comes out with Ty Gibbs blowing a brake and hitting a wall. Another caution comes out with Ty Gibbs blowing a brake and hitting a wall. Like I said, get these brake issues sorted out technique. Wait, that's a caution? A few drivers, including Ross, who wanted to get the primary tires back. Yeah, a few drivers pitted, including Ross, who wanted to get the primary tires back on. Alex Bowman is now in 5th, while his teammate William Byron is in 6th. How? He got that penalty. The caution ends with just 3 to go and Willie B attempts to jump to 3rd. Yeah, it's perplexing. He got that penalty, like, how did he even jump up? Larson falls back while Hamlin and Bell duke it out. And on the final lap, Larson attempted to get by the 2 JGR drivers, but his attempt is futile as Taco Bell. Yeah, that's a nickname that Michael Roos came up with for Christopher Bell, if you haven't known already. Got a back-to-back gets his 3rd straight win. So yeah, Bell now has 3 in a row, and also got a back-to-back Phoenix victory as he also won last year's race. Also, we got ourselves the 2nd closest finish in the history of Phoenix Raceway. The closest being Kevin Harvick's win. It seems that Toyota GR Racing has brought along their brand of dominance in NASCAR, and so far everything has been going well for the Toyota racing outfit that started out with 2 used Altezas at the Nürburgring 24 Hours endurance race. Now, they're the top Toyota Works team that replaces TRD. Even with that taken into consideration, the race still gets a 7 out of 10 due to the lack of excitement and the fact that the race is not usually the best to watch. That is common for all Phoenix Raceway races. But anyways, here's the race that Taco Bell won last week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case if you haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.